Today we follow Bald Guy. This remarkable young man entered the Philippines 48 hours ago. He just woke up from his coma and is ready to explore. The streets are packed with friendly Filipino people. That makes the start of his journey even better. First thing on his mind now is to eat some breakfast. Here at Kanto Freestyle Makati, they serve some great meals. Doesn't this look freaking delicious? It's time to pump that food in the belly. This is his first ever Filipino meal and it looks and tastes so yummy. Yum, yum, yummy. It's a great restaurant to eat breakfast because it's open air and there's a huge electric fan blowing wind in your face. What a great place to start the day when you're hungry. Okay, the food is gone and Bald Guy will be gone now too. This place will forever be in our hearts. We created a great food trip memory. We walk outside to get some fresh air. It's also interesting just looking around the streets to see what people are doing. Bald Guy feels kind of dizzy still because of the jet lag. That's why he needs a caffeine boost. There's a Starbucks nearby I saw on Google Maps. We will take a secret shortcut through the hood. What I noticed is there's many scooters and motorcycles here. People really love convenient small vehicles to avoid the traffic. It's nice to chill in the street. Unless harsh sunlight makes a baked red tomato from a bald head. This must be the street where Starbucks is located. The streets are getting more traffic. Imagine how it will be later today. Bald Guy is taking bigger steps now. Seems he's getting nearby and almost can smell the coffee. Step, step, step. Let's go. Okay guys, here it is. Starbucks at Kalayaan Avenue. It looks good and the vibe seems great at first glance. There's a line, but Bald Guy is well mannered. He patiently waits for his turn. While doing so, he observes the people around him. Very friendly people in Starbucks too. This trip couldn't have started better. First impressions are always the impressions that last. The hot coffee was ready in 5 minutes. Time enough, so that's no big deal. Bald Guy wants to check what's upstairs, as he's always curious about nice seats with a good view. A wonderful seat was still unoccupied. It's no surprise where he was going to sit. Then the process started of absorbing the hot coffee. As it was very hot, it took more time than most could have imagined. But no worries. This was also a great time to brainstorm about the day ahead and all the magnificent tourist attractions in Makati. When the cup was empty, Bald Guy stood up and decided to leave the building. He thanked the guard and entered the streets again. The sun became hotter and hotter. Bald Guy Googled if there's an elevated place nearby with a roof deck. Fortunately, it was located in the same street. Yay! The name is City Garden Hotel. Looks quite fancy, so let's hope he won't leave this place broke. The interior design of the lobby looks very classy and has a great style. The roof deck on the top floor even has a swimming pool. It's kind of windy up here. Bald Guy's afraid that his hair will get messed up. A lovely smiling lady welcomes the guests. Bald Guy asked her for a nice table with a view. And what a view, breathtaking to say the least. Bald Guy really enjoys this view. He feels so happy. It's so nice to unwind and relax in such a relaxing ambience. He ordered some mushroom soup. It's kind of hot, so he's taking little sips from the spoon. He's got plenty of time, so take it easy. Don't stress yourself. The big building behind is Trump Tower Manila. Looks very tall. On Wikipedia it says it's one of the tallest residential buildings in the Philippines. The food is eaten. Now it's time for a little stroll. Taking the elevator that's so high speed, blazing fast. Then leaving the elevator and entering the grand lobby again. Definitely coming back and maybe even booking a hotel stay here. Bald Guy is now walking along the magnificent Makati Avenue, one of the most famous streets in the Philippines. He's looking if there's a place where he can buy a refrigerated bottle of water. First making some selfies to stay cool. A friendly group of women saying hi, not knowing they're in Bald Guy's first ever vlog. Then what caught the attention was a Mercury Drugstore. Hello. Just wanted to see what exactly this is and what they sell. It's basically a normal drugstore, but also with food and drinks that can be found in any convenience store. Bald Guy left because he wanted to visit a 7-Eleven store, and just as he was about to check his phone where it is located, look what his eye sees. He decided to go for a Pocari sweat drink, just to fill his body with some electrolytes. Once he arrived at the cashier, the young lady was still singing to some Filipino love ballad, Bald Guy didn't really want to interrupt, but she was adamant to sell the drink right away. With a drink in his hand, he attempted to leave this convenience store. The friendly cashier wished him luck with his vlog, which is very nice and heartwarming. Once outside, he felt the need to drink the fluids from the bottle. Because why not drink it when you bought it, right? Bald Guy decided to use his brain and come out of zombie mode to cross the street. Once arrived at the other side of Makati Avenue, he discovered a whole new world. A street vendor was selling brand new Nike shoes for ridiculously low prices. Next on Bald Guy's mind is to get a taxi to Power Plant Mall, apparently a high-class shopping mall in Makati. A wonderful taxi driver brought him through a scenic route to the destination. Streets with luscious greenery paved the way. The agreed fee was transacted, and the journey continues. Bald Guy is pleasantly surprised and certainly not disappointed by choosing to visit. A friendly guard greets Bald Guy as he enters the magnificent Power Plant Mall. The grandiose style of this mall leaves Bald Guy speechless. He feels kind of emotional walking through this architectural masterpiece. He's feasting his eyes by looking around and staring in awe at the wonderful decorations. This mall has a homey vibe, and that's genius because it keeps people longer in the mall with potentially buying more stuff and pump more food in their stomachs. Bald Guy hears some beautiful music being played. He wonders who is the brilliant musician that steals the show. He doesn't need to look far. He witnesses in person how mighty talented this man is from close by. This is basement level of the mall. All the restaurants are located here. You can just use your nose to smell where the good food is coming from. Bald Guy is very tempted, but he decides to push through and find the supermarket. The supermarket has two options, big carts and small carts. That's so convenient as he just wants to buy one item. Bald Guy is excited to buy the pomelo fruit. He heard that it's similar to grapefruit but a bit less bitter. It's so handy that it's already peeled. Yay! This supermarket is fully stocked with so many delicacies. He tries to block emotions and not buy any yummy foods that he might later regret. So he goes straight to the cashier. While waiting his turn, he's testing some camera angles. The pomelo is being handed over to the nice cashier lady and even put in a paper bag. In return, she requests money so Bald Guy can buy the pomelo, and he doesn't disagree to handing over the cash. After his smooth supermarket experience, Bald Guy heads out and is using his brain to navigate his next step. He still wants to do some sightseeing in this mall. He has been told that this mall used to be an old power plant. It was transformed into a booming, high-end mall, surrounded by dazzling high skyscraper condo buildings. Nobody stops Bald Guy in his hunt to learn more, always keeping his eyes and ears wide open, absorbing as much information as possible so he can be a walking encyclopedia. He bursts through the mall in high tempo like a flash. It's so interesting looking at people and observe what keeps them busy. Finding a way outside is always a struggle, but it seems Bald Guy found the right path. He's thinking really hard to transform to lazy mode and get a taxi, or to work those legs and boost his way out of this area. But as you can see, the decision was made faster than I can keep up narrating the voiceover. This lively street is known to be one of the main nightlife entertainment areas. But as it is daytime, we focus on what Bald Guy's eyes see right now. He's severely dehydrated from the long walk here in the blazing sunlight. So as you can imagine, he's hunting for some water. And there's no better place to find water than in a 7-Eleven store. It's like an oasis in a hot desert. This time no electrolytes, but instead he chooses distilled water. The water is conveniently placed in a bottle, so it's easy to suck the water out in large sips. The friendly young lady helped Bald Guy buy the water bottle. It's amazing, by the way, how many 7-Elevens there are all over Makati. Some streets even have 2 stores, and probably all open 24/7, even on official holidays. Guess what? Bald Guy is hungry again, so he walks back a few steps to a restaurant that caught his attention earlier. The name is Filling Station. It's hard to miss, even from the exterior. You can't help but to fantasize how the interior would look like. Right upon entering, people are welcomed in a 50s or 60s style environment. Even the music matches. The restaurant is located on the 2nd floor, so let's go. Bald Guy's heart starts pumping faster, as he barely can hide his excitement to see what this place looks like. Right away, the great decorations are a feast for the eye. There's no empty space on walls, or even the ceiling at all. A friendly lady in cute uniform accommodates Bald Guy to an empty table, hopefully, as he follows her. He's amazed how fun it is to look around this place. It's almost like a museum. What on earth? There's even an old Cadillac standing here, and there's a dining table inside of it. Luckily, Bald Guy gets assigned an empty table where he can take place. A comfortable, flashy red leather seat makes it a great experience. There's even a pink car upside down hanging from the ceiling. That's so cool. Bald Guy ordered some lettuce to still get some veggies into his system for today. He requested no sauce on top, just plain lettuce. Might look dull, but that's how he rolls. There's even tomato secretly hidden beside the lettuce, slightly more red than Bald Guy's head. And some cucumbers. Always good against dehydration and plenty of fibre inside. The salad was good. But now it's time to move on again. It's getting more crowded during lunchtime, and the perfect time for an escape. As Bald Guy walks through filling station, he thanks the waitresses for their great service. He navigates towards the exit, and for the last time absorbs the great ambience. Bald Guy will definitely come back one day. Maybe in some 50s and 60s clothes. Okay guys, from air-conditioned air we transfer to fresh outside air. Let's cross the street and see what's going on there. In little side streets off the beaten path, you often find interesting sights. That's what Bald Guy discovered now. An under-construction coffee shop named Commune. Seems only the upper floor is operational. This probably is a temporary entrance. Definitely interesting to check out. The wooden floor looks nice, but Bald Guy feels relaxed right away. Now his curiosity hit higher heights, and he wonders what he can order here. A little selfie moment doesn't hurt the pace of the vlog, I hope. The friendly young lady at the counter asks what Bald Guy wants to order. He's still thinking hard and then decides to ask what is popular. Just anything with caffeine inside, so he has some fuel again. This looks good. So next step is to drink it. Let's concentrate on sipping this coffee. Yummy in the tummy. Tastes really delicious, the taste is so smooth. Bald Guy feels hyper and is ready to hit the streets again. On his way out, he thanks the wonderful staff for the great experience. He's kinda lost in the city, so he needs to recalibrate his brain for the exact coordinates of his location. On Google Maps, it says there's a short route towards Makati Avenue at the right. Street food stalls are lined up in this street. Smells delicious. But Bald Guy, his stomach is fully pumped with food and coffee already. Looking ahead, there seems to be a tricycle waiting spot. A tricycle ride is definitely on the bucket list. More street vendors are selling their goodies here. It also seems like a place where people make new friends and socialise. Bald Guy reached Makati Avenue again, and his curiosity leads him to another mall nearby. He's thinking hard if the footage he recorded is enough for his first vlog, and if it's interesting at all. The doubts of a first-time vlogger. Just keep filming. This man is like a machine. Along the way, friendly guards who still remember Bald Guy from earlier are curious what he's doing. He has a friendly interaction and is pumped to see the Century City Mall. The mall is in the middle of high-rise condo buildings, so it should be the centre of convenience. A happy holiday sign on the building makes Bald Guy feel very welcome right away. Now he's inside the mall, he can't help but to wonder how the supermarket looks. Bald Guy has a crazy supermarket obsession. The supermarket is down the escalator and to the right. But Bald Guy wants to explore it all. He's hungry for information, so he can pump that into his brain. At first glance, this supermarket looks great. Not crowded and well organised, the fruits look delicious. The people who work here are friendly again. It's a never-ending friendliness. The need of water rises again in priority. So Bald Guy locates his distilled water with the intention to buy it. He peeks around to see if there's any products that make him lose his cool. Then he decides to head for the checkout counter. He only has one small water bottle, so he can enter the fast lane. A friendly young lady helps him at the counter. This supermarket is good. Delighted with his water bottle, he decides to leave the supermarket and look a bit around the malls. On social media, you always see people singing karaoke in malls, but this mall, I notice, is more quiet. There's less entertainment and more shops for everyday needs, but that doesn't bother Bald Guy one bit, as he enjoys tranquility as much as chaos. The Century City Mall experience is uploaded into his brain and he can now move on. A sudden craving for noodles arises, a feeling that's hard to shrug off. The only solution is to give in. And what better place to find noodles is the Chinese beef noodles house. It's somewhere around, but Bald Guy can't pinpoint the location yet. At least he's walking in the right direction. So let's step it up. The adrenaline rush that takes control over Bald Guy's body is elevated to new heights, as his craving is hard to temper. But do not fear, because Chinese beef noodles house is here. The exterior looks inviting. Bald Guy loves restos that show off photos of their cuisine. As he enters the resto, he can't help feeling all hyped up with great excitement. He walks in and the friendly waitress tells him he can choose any table. He analyses the place thoroughly, and his eyes catch a table that's located near the kitchen. From there he can have a close look. He wants to learn how to cook noodles himself. Always strive to learn more. The noodles arrived and look so yummy, get in my belly. These noodles are waiting to get devoured. Let's have a close look first before they're gone forever. Bald guy can't wait any longer and smashes the noodles into his huge mouth. He tries to eat like a gentleman with great table manners. It's not always easy to follow these strict protocols, especially when nobody is watching. Yum. Bald guy is enjoying his noodles and feels happy. Noodles is life.
I know we're acting stupid.